Hey gang, Dirty Rob from the Gazelle Sports Dirty Herd and the West Michigan Trail Runners here with this week's shoe review slash video slash discussion. We're going to talk about some shoes, but it's not going to be any one shoe. We're going to talk about several pairs of shoes and why that is important. I'll put it like this. If you ask any good physical therapists, they're going to tell you the quickest way to stay healthy as a runner, road or trail, is to have multiple pairs of shoes, and you should run multiple surfaces in multiple speeds. You shouldn't go out and run the same speed, the same spot, the same direction, in the same shoe every day. That is a recipe for an overuse injury and will get you in trouble. So, I've mentioned before the esteemed trunk of my car and what shoes have earned a spot there. I have multiple pairs. I carry around 4 to 6 pairs of shoes at any given time. Usually 1 or 2 pairs I'm just testing. The other 4 are my anchors. So the ones I lean on depending on what my workout is going to be that day or how I'm feeling or where I'm running. So we're going to talk about what's in the trunk of my car today, what shoes I'm carrying around with me and why. And hopefully this is a recipe for why I stay not healthy as I am, knock on wood, because it's been a couple years since I've had any real running injuries. So let's talk about shoes in the trunk of my car. Some are new this year, some are not. So that's where the review comes in. So the first ones, lightweight, barefoot-like, close to the ground. I use them primarily for a mile or 2 max, mostly as a cool down after my run. And I use them to help strengthen my foot and my lower leg and to help build the muscle memory of running with good form. So those 2 shoes are oldies but goodies. The Vibram Trek Sport, but 5 years old now, I don't know, 4 years old. Love this shoe. Stays in good shape, does what I need it to do, helps me encourage good form. Minimus Trail from New Balance, V1. This is an oldie. It's a great one. They still make the shoe though. 4mm drop, really low to the ground. You feel every little thing you step on. I can do up to about 5 miles in the shoe, and I just did a couple days ago on a recovery run. It's great. I love it. Both of these shoes get used a lot, but not for a lot of miles. Like I said, these are years old, and they're still clicking for me. The nice part of having multiple pairs of shoes is if you use them less and you run in different shoes, they're going to last you longer. And these shoes are at least 3 years old, each of them, and they still work for me. They still do the job. The key here though is low to the ground, single digit stack heights, single digit drop. Put your foot in a more natural position so you feel everything, so it helps encourage lighter steps, so you make less noise when you run, so that you're imparting less force into the ground, thereby running more efficiently. So there you go. Something barefoot, lightweight, close to the ground, great for cool downs or warm-ups or longer miles if you're a smaller person. Like I said, 6'4", 185 pounds. These are cool down shoes for me, not necessarily marathon shoes for me. The next shoe, still on the lightweight kind of side of things, and I would call it, say, maybe a racing flat, something you want to run shorter distances and run fast. This is the review part. The Peregrine from Saucony. Still the #1 shoe in the Dirty Herd. We love it here. This is a super versatile shoe for West Michigan and probably most of the middle part of the states. I don't know how well it does in the mountains. I've never run the mountains with it. But I love this shoe. It's great. If I'm going out and I'm feeling quick, I'm feeling speedy, we've got a crowd who's going to run fast, and I know I'm going to try to keep up with them, I go to this shoe. Lightweight, low to the ground, rock plate midfoot and forefoot, wide, toe box my toes can splay. I'm locked in the heel in the midfoot. This shoe just makes me feel fast. It makes me feel like I'm ready to run fast. Great shoe. Definitely needs to be considered. Like I said, it's the top shoe on our Dirty Herd and has been for at least 3 years running. The new version is fantastic. If you haven't checked out the shoe, at least try it on as part of your evaluation process. You're crazy. And for that matter, I've seen publications that haven't discussed this shoe as a new trail shoe in their publications this spring. They're crazy. You can't talk about trail shoes without talking about the Peregrine. It's a fantastic shoe and it needs to be tried on. So, Peregrine from Saucony, I love it. Great improvement, Saucony. Keep up the good work. My jack of all trades shoe, my higher mileage shoe. I could run this shoe up to, say, a marathon or so. Whereas maybe the Peregrine I might not go over a half marathon in. Marathon shoe and above and beyond, the Lone Peak from Ultra. I love this shoe. I love the last version. Every version gets better. Ultra, keep up the good work. I will literally, if I don't know what my day is going to be like or don't know how I'm feeling, it doesn't matter my distance, I grab this shoe. It is my jack of all trades. I love it to death. 0 drop, 26mm I think stack height, forefoot and heel, rock plate, A-bound, great midfoot and heel fit, getting better, wide toe box, my toes can splay out. This shoe is the greatest, and I literally could do just about anything in this shoe, I feel like. It is my favorite shoe, bar none. Last year, I know 2014, I think the Everlong ended up being my top mileage shoe, and the Peregrine and this shoe, I think, were tied at second. Now that the Everlong is gone, sadly, rest in peace, Patagonia footwear. I know it's only June, but I think this is going to be my mileage winner for the year. I just keep reaching for it. It's not really a conscious thing other than it's like I enjoy the shoe a lot. It fits my foot very well. So, Ultra Lone Peak, again, needs to be considered as part of your evaluation process if you're going to carry or run in multiple pairs of trail shoes. The Zero Drop's not for everyone. If you have tight calves, Achilles issues, tread lightly if you haven't gone into a lower drop shoe. But if you have any problems with your calves and your Achilles, try it out, check it out. So, and then the last shoe that any good trail runner should have, or any, I guess we'll call it not a good trail runner, but a regular trail runner, is something max cushion. I personally, again, 6'4", 185, use it for long runs, ultra distance, marathon distance, and such. My go-to right now is an oldie but a goodie, Rapa Nui from Hoka 1-1. I love this shoe. It's a little more performance fitted than maybe say something like the Mafate or the Bondi, which is a road shoe, but I have a slightly narrow foot. We've discussed that. This shoe fits me great, and I feel like I can go as long as I want, as often as I want in this shoe. I've used it for shorter runs, for recovery runs, because the cushion is so helpful. Thankfully, we love it. But if I was going to run a nasty, gnarly trail marathon or beyond, I'm going to this. And again, that's even a smaller niche of people. The trail runners are a smaller tribe. Ultra runners are an even smaller tribe. There aren't a lot of us, them, out there who run a lot of ultras. This is my go-to shoe if I'm going that distance. I will throw a quick note out there for the Olympus from Ultra. That would be my shoe if they could get the fit dialed in. The 15 is a little big, 14 is a little short. I want that to be my shoe. I love the Zero Drop. I love the wider toe box. But in the meantime, until they get that one dialed in, this shoe is treating me well. And again, the nice part about having a shoe like this, or even the barefoot stuff like this that you're not going to run in that often, you know, this shoe's 2 years old, this one's at least 3. They last for a long time if you don't run a ton of mileage in them every time. If you run in multiple shoes, they will last you longer. That's how this works. That's why it's kind of cool to do. So next time you're thinking about getting a new shoe, you say, I already have a trail shoe. If you run trail more than once a week, there's nothing wrong with having a second pair. Just get one that's different, whether it's more cushion, less cushion, lower to the ground, higher off the ground. Get something different that's going to give you a different trail experience. It's a good way to go. I would highly suggest it. I think it's super important. So that's it for the week, guys. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comments. I hope you guys are learning something from all of these. There will be more shoe reviews coming forward. This is just kind of a spring recap of everything that's cool and new that's out there, and picked out a couple of my favorites from the new spring collection of shoes. There will be some more trickling in through the summertime, and we're getting some product reviews coming up. We'll do some hydration stuff next week, and some apparel things the week after that. So if you have any suggestions or any things you'd like me to cover, please leave a note in the comments below the video, or email me through the store page, Gazelle Sports. Until then, guys, I'm Dirty Rob. Get out on the trails, enjoy this weather. I promise you the allergies things won't be bothering you as much as they're bothering me. And the ticks are not that bad. You get them off you in a second, you'll be fine. So just shower when you're done, you'll be good. So that's it. I'm Dirty Rob. Until next time, I'm out.